Ladies and gentlemen, for so many people, they associate having fun with drinking alcohol. How can they enjoy themselves without a glass of wine or a beer or a gin and tonic? Well, today I'm going to prove those individuals wrong, and I'm going to explain exactly how you can have fun without drinking alcohol. So for those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Leon Sylvester. I've not drank for just over 4 years after 10 years of absolute madness, up and down, stopping and starting, AA, willpower. I've done it all, and now I help other people stop drinking alcohol through this channel. And I also have a coaching program where we actually help people change the way they view alcohol. I work with business owners and professionals. And if you want more details on that, head over to soberclear.com, or you can click the link in the description to book a phone call and see if the program could be a good match for you. Now, anyway, so for those of you that have been following my journey for a while, you'll know that pretty much a few months after stopping drinking alcohol, I moved over to Thailand. Now, during that first year in Thailand, I wasn't making videos about not drinking, right? I was just doing my thing. I was doing freelance work and I was traveling around. I went to Thailand, I went to Bali, I went to Italy. I did a bunch of stuff. And mainly what I was doing was freelancing. Now, during that first year of not drinking alcohol, I still went out. I still had a social life. I was single for some of that time. I'm not anymore, but I was going to bars. I was, at one point I was living in Bangkok. Me and my best friend, we're going out to play pool 5 nights out of the week, right? And we're surrounded by alcohol that entire time. And not once did I want to drink, right? I want to say that again, not once did I want to drink. And I'm going to explain why as we get further into the video, which will be a bit of a shift for a lot of you guys. But during that entire time, I was around drinkers a lot of the time, right? Sometimes a friend might be flying into a city where I'm in, I'd meet them. Maybe they'd have a beer. I don't care. I'm still going out. I'm still socializing. I'm still doing my thing. Now, if I go back a little bit, when I went to AA at one point, I was told not to do stuff like that. I was told this quote: if you sit in a barber's chair long enough, you'll get a haircut, which means don't get around drinkers. Don't do things that, where there's going to be alcohol involved. And that's fine. For some people, maybe that does help them. Maybe that does save their life. I don't know. I'm not going to knock it in. If that's you, I'm not trying to criticize you, right? But I ignored that advice, right? I actually ignored most of the stuff I learned in AA, but that's another topic for another video. However, I would still go out, socialize, and be around alcohol. And I enjoyed myself, right? Then what I did is I started this business. I started doing Sober Clear and helping people stop drinking. And that was about just over 3 years ago. And still, same thing, I'm still around people that drink alcohol. I'm still socializing. I'm still doing my thing. A little bit less because I've got a business now. I'm staying home a lot more. I'm working a lot more. I work from home. So yeah, my social life, I had to kind of sacrifice some social stuff so I could work on my business, right? For those of you that have followed my journey for a while, you'll know that I've just moved over to Dubai. And this will all come together soon, so just bear with me. But we've recently moved over to Dubai. So me and my girlfriend, we've lived in Thailand. We've been in Koh Samui for the past about 8 or 9 months or something like that. And, Koh Samui, it's a beautiful, beautiful place, but it just started to feel a bit isolated. We're kind of on an island. There's not that many people coming and going. So what we did is we decided that we'd go to Dubai. I'll get into the reasons later on. I'll share the reasons later on. But we've moved to Dubai. And that's kind of why I've been a bit quiet for the past few days. So we've been so busy doing bank accounts, sending paperwork here, getting this paperwork, going to this office, going to this government building. Man, I had no idea moving countries was so much hard work. But it's been a lot of hard work. And then yesterday, I had to go and get some emergency medical procedure. I had some problem. I won't get into it, right? But so I've been a bit quiet for the past few days. But we've just been busy. We've just got into our place now. We've just moved in now. So last weekend, I didn't make a video, but I was very busy socializing. Because obviously I'm in a new city. I'm meeting new people, right? So one of the people that I knew before I moved here is a guy that I know on the internet called William. Awesome guy. And this weekend he said, my sales team are all flying in and we're going to have this weekend where I'm going to treat them and etc. He has a business as well. He said, why don't you join? Why don't you and your girlfriend just come along? And I'm like, oh my days, we'd love to. So this is no criticism to those individuals, but the first day we met on a boat. So William had rented a boat and took us all around the Palm Jumeirah. Amazing day. One of the best days ever. And people were drinking champagne. That's what people do, is celebration, champagne. They associate things like champagne with doing something like this. Me and my girlfriend obviously didn't touch a drop. Did we have the best time ever? Honestly, it was one of the best times ever. I've never done something like that before. I've never been on a boat on our own and gone around the whole Palm Jumeirah. Just incredible, right? After we finished at the Palm Jumeirah on the boat, then we went to a restaurant. Again, they bought some very expensive brandy. They bought a whole bottle. I think it was $600, right? Everybody's talking. We're still socializing. We're still talking. It's still all cool. People are drinking. We're not drinking. We're having a great time. We're enjoying food. We're meeting new people and just having fun. After this, we go 10-pin bowling. And here, it's. I didn't know people drink so much in Dubai, but this place, it was like a full-on bar. Everybody was drinking. The entire place was drinking. Obviously, not everybody, but everywhere I looked, there was alcohol. We're playing bowling and we're having a ball. And the team at this point, we're drinking more and more and more. And then, getting a bit messy. Did I think about drinking alcohol once? Absolutely not. And I'm going to explain why. Here's the thing. Most people think that drinking alcohol adds value to whatever they're doing. That's not the way I see it. The way I see it is that if you are doing things that you truly love, that you truly enjoy, going on a boat, having food, and 10-pin bowling are 3 epic activities. And drinking alcohol, doing those things, adds 0 to it. It adds nothing to it. So I sat and actually spoke about this because there was actually two other guys in the group. It was quite a large group. 2 other guys that didn't drink. One was a Muslim and the other guy, I can't remember why he didn't drink, but they didn't drink. And we were chatting afterwards the next day and I said to them, do you think that the guys that drank had a better time than us? And they sat and they were like, of course not. I'm like, exactly. So because they were asking about my work and what I did. And I said, well, why bother? Like, what is the point of drinking? And I think it hit them. They were like, yeah, well, and I know they don't drink, but I think coming at it from that angle, they'd never heard it before. And this is the thing, is when you're not drinking alcohol, if you want to have fun, you should do fun things and do them without drinking because you will have a great time. The problem is that when we start doing things that we don't actually enjoy, that's when we start getting those thoughts of drinking. I will give you one example. I once went to a nightclub and I don't like nightclubs, right? Because there's nothing to do in a nightclub other than dance. I don't dance, right? I just can't dance. I'm not into dancing at all. So when I went to a nightclub once, that's when the thoughts came in. I'm uncomfortable. I feel very awkward. I feel very shy. This was very, very early on in my journey, but there was a point where I was like, maybe drinking would get away this bad feeling, right? And I know that happens for a lot of people. It's when they're doing something that they don't enjoy, that the thought starts coming in. Maybe you're around people that you don't actually like and you're having a bad time and then the thought starts coming in. So the trick is if you want to have fun without drinking alcohol, do things that you enjoy and don't worry if alcohol is going to be there. It doesn't matter if people are drinking and you're having the best time of your life. By the way, after we'd done all this on Sunday, we did more awesome things. We went to play top golf. Again, people were drinking. We went for food. People were drinking. We went on jet skis. Luckily, nobody was drinking on the jet skis. But I was doing amazing, amazing fun things without a drop of alcohol, right? And it was just an incredible, incredible time. And that's the message I've got for you today. I want you to remember that you can enjoy life without alcohol because alcohol adds nothing to any of the fun activities that you'll do. So just go out and live your life. Don't explain yourself to anybody. Nobody really asked me, why do I not drink? Yeah, they understand my work, but also the 2 other guys that weren't drinking, nobody gave them a hard time once. Nobody cares. Just do your thing and live your life. Now, if you click the video on the screen now, you'll learn how one of my clients, David, actually stopped drinking alcohol.